This is from Matt Levels Up.
Okay.
I'm gonna play this clip, and then we'll discuss it. Here you go.
Let's do it.
Marvel Studios has announced that it will be leaving Fayette County in Georgia and taking its 20,000 jobs with it to Germany. This will add to the over 800,000 layoffs that have already occurred in the United States so far in 2025. Now, for anybody unfamiliar, this area of Georgia was kind of the unofficial film capital of the South, where companies traditionally had gone there for cheaper labor, less taxes, all of that in Georgia in order to have a good employer environment. But Marvel cited that the main driver was healthcare cost and how much it cost them versus what they would be paying in Germany to move the operations there. So again, not a good sign when you have this kind of mass influx of jobs either leaving America or companies downsizing this much for the already very inflated that economy that we have here in 2025. And I don't pretend to know what the answer is or have the solution to solve all of this. I just know that the trend of all the layoffs that have happened this year is very concerning for a person that is an expert in the field of employee turnover and of job creation. So
Yeah, we can stop it there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is really interesting. I think the most interesting part of this is that it's not just happening with Marvel. It's happening. It seems to be happening just a lot. That there are less and less productions. USA Today, well, by way of the Wall Street Journal, actually cited that Georgia saw film and TV production spending plummet by nearly 50% in just 3 years, dropping from 412 productions in fiscal year 2022 to just 245 in the year ending June 2025. 50% is a lot.
Absolutely. That's a big ass number.
Yeah. So, and yeah, I think he makes a really good point. Matt Levels Up makes a really good point that the loss of jobs is always going to be a concern. I mean, we've been seeing everywhere that people are losing jobs, and that includes the media and entertainment industries.
Yep.
I mean, Paramount is in the midst of their layoffs. I heard, I don't want to say I heard, I read that, because those are two very different things. I read that.
You can say inside sources tell me what?
No inside sources. But I read that CBS just laid off a bunch of people last week. I also saw, I believe it was last week, if not last week, the week before. And I also saw, just rumblings on social media of people saying that they had no idea they were getting laid off. So this is, it's definitely going to impact your media and entertainment for sure. If people are being laid off in droves, the quality of the content may not be there anymore. And listen, it's not about, at the end of the day, it's really not about the quality of the content if we're talking about people's livelihoods. I think what's most important is that people have jobs. But we're going to start to feel it, I think, across the board. Like, doesn't matter which side of it you're on. I think we're all going to start to feel the effects of some of these layoffs at some point.
I think we already have. I think people are just not being as vocal about it as Matt is. I think that, yeah, across America, we've seen in the last 2 years lots and lots of layoffs across all industries, whether that's the music industry or now film or, news media outlets. We're seeing it across the board. And I think that we are slowly feeling the squeeze. I don't think it's like a squeeze like this. I think it's a squeeze like this. That
Yeah.
gradually over time, little by little, shrinks in on you. So I think we already are feeling it. I just think that it's not happening at the level where you see people complaining left and right about it, right? Where you see people constantly just speaking about layoffs. But if you pay attention, every couple of months this is an announcement from somewhere, right? It's like, oh, Atlantic downsized their company and they're doing this. Universal Records is doing this and they've laid off this many people. And so whether we're talking the music industry or now Marvel, I think that it's going to continue to happen. You're going to continue to see it. Also, as far as moving jobs across the board, across the pond, excuse me, I think that that's something they're going to do because they can save cost, right? They're saying that it
Yeah,
costs too much to give health
absolutely.
care to these workers. And maybe that's true. Maybe it's not. I don't know, right? Maybe they're full of shit and they're just trying to save $1. Or maybe it was a high cost. I don't know. I would
Mm-hmm.
argue that the cost that they're saving on labor balances out the cost that they're spending on
Mm-hmm.
healthcare. But I don't know their dollars and dineros, as our one of our favorite podcasters would say. I don't know what their USD dollars and dineros look like in the bank account and what that really does transfer to. I can
Yeah.
pontificate, I can speculate, but I don't really know that to be a fact. But the point is, all companies, not just Marvel. I think it
Mm-hmm.
sucks that we're hearing this about Marvel, one of our favorite companies, Marvel Films, but all companies are going to do this to save the dollars, right? Because companies care more about their black and white, about their black and red, I should say, than
Yeah.
people most of the time. So huge conglomerates like this are going to do this because it saves them so much money that it helps their balance sheet, and they care more about their balance
Mm-hmm.
sheet than the people.
Yeah. And for some context, I didn't even realize they had this here, but for context, this is how much has been filmed in Georgia. Ant-Man, Captain America Civil War, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Spider-Man Homecoming, Black Panther, Avengers Infinity War, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Avengers Endgame, Spider-Man No Way Home, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Captain America Brave New World, Thunderbolts. It has
Yeah,
Superman here. I don't.
it's not Marvel, but it's okay.
Right, but this was a Marvel list, so somebody made a mistake there. But the I think the point that I just wanted to drive home was that this is a big operation to move elsewhere. So you have to assume that the impact is great.
Yeah, it's been their
And
main
by great
hub.
I mean
Like
large.
every Marvel. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying by great I mean large, not great isn't good.
Oh, yeah. I was saying the same thing. I was saying it's been their main hub. If you look at any Marvel
Yeah.
movie, when you're sitting there waiting for that end credit scene, that mid credit scene, it always
Mm-hmm.
says thanks to Georgia. You always see the
Mm-hmm.
Georgia Peach film thing. It's been there for years. And so
Yeah.
yeah, I noticed it. I don't remember what movie it was that I noticed it, but I remember seeing it and was like, oh, they're filming in Georgia. That means a lot of people will be filming in
Mm-hmm.
Georgia. And a lot of people do film in Georgia. So
Yeah. A lot of people do. Um
Mhm.
well, and you know, these things shift around depending on what the economy looks like and what the landscape of that city is, and what the financial
Mhm.
status of that city is. So, you know, you're always going to see fluctuations, but Georgia has been it for quite a while. So, but yeah,
Yeah, and I hope that Georgia is able to rebound because this is going to hurt Georgia.
yeah, absolutely.